The Leadville 100 is a pretty unique race for me. It's a lot different than most of the competitions I do during the year. This race is obviously 100 miles and it's over 6 hours long, and I'm used to racing about an hour and a half, 20 miles long. So it's a completely different competition, and last year I just kind of came in and without much training and just went for it and had a pretty good result, ended up third. But this year I've had some time to prepare, go to altitude before, do some longer training rides, and I know a little bit more of what to expect, so I'm hoping for a better result. There's a lot of good riders that are coming to this race, and you know, I can't really worry about those guys. I can only take care of myself, and on a course like this with such a high altitude and so many long climbs, it kind of sorts itself out. It's a long time to be out there on your own, so I'm hoping to make it over Columbine with the leaders and get to Powerline with a group, and hopefully I'll have some good legs and be feeling good and be able to either get away on Powerline or the next climb, or if we come to the finish in a group, you know. Basically it's just hang on and see what happens. I'll be riding the S-Work Stump Jumper 29er here in Leadville this weekend, along with the new RockShox Specialized SID fork, which is a RockShox lower and internals with the specialized carbon crown and the brain technology on the top of the fork, which allows you to open the brain automatically so the fork moves more freely through the rough sections. Then I'll be running a SRAM drivetrain, XX brakes, XX shifting 2x10, 3926 with a 1136 in the back. Got the specialized carbon Roval wheels, which are super light, awesome for this course, along with the Renegade 29er S-Works tires, also really lightweight. You know, I think the bike weighed in at 19.05 pounds, so pretty amazing for an extra large frame.
Yeah, conditions-wise it was the same, but I'm not sure how the time splits were going out. It seemed much slower going out. Last year there were maybe 5 guys, JHK, Shriver, Levi, a couple other guys just drilling it on those climbs. We were a big group, and Albin and I rolled off on the first climb, and it was just us. And then he flatted, and you know, we waited for the next group, and on the road I sat up. You know, we still have 80 miles to go. I'm not gonna try to ride all that by myself.
So those 3 came up to you and then you said, okay, I'll ride now?
Yeah, those 3 came up and we worked together all the way to Columbine. Well, up Columbine, everyone can, you know, it's so long, maybe close to an hour, and it's high, it goes up to almost 13,000 feet, so everyone really rides their own pace and you kind of get sorted out. There's no attacks or surges. Everyone just rides whatever pace they can sustain, and right at the top, Albin caught me, and he hadn't even been in our group, so I was, you know, I knew he was riding well today. He had a flat tire there at the start, so he had to fix it, and for him to bridge up to us on that climb, I thought, you know, oh man, this race is going to be really hard. And we worked together a little bit on the way back, and on the little single track climb section on the way back, before the next feed zone, he came off a little bit. We were just riding our own pace, and then I was going to wait for him, but you know, he seemed so strong and I had a little gap. I just kept the same pace, and it slowly opened up over those next 30 miles. It's so high and it's such a longer race than I'm used to that I can't up my tempo at all. You know, I got one speed out there. I knew what the time was. I was more shooting for JHK's time last year because, you know, we raced similar events, similar training, all that stuff. I felt like that was a time to shoot for, to try to beat. So I knew what that was, and I knew what my time was.
Ladies and gentlemen, Todd Wells, your 2011 champion of the Race Across the Sky.
You know, Alvin was super strong, and if he didn't flat and was in the group, I'm sure we would have rolled it even faster. So the time probably would have been quicker, but you never know. It's a long race and you give a lot in the beginning. Sometimes you pay for it at the end.